are underway in Buffalo. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Hey, check 26! 26!
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Rodgers to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Allen now on first down. Finding Knox there, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain.
Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now it's Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A first catch there for Wilson and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. Now 2nd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. And complete, right side to Cook. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Go to 50. Hey, you block. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, take 26.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw is Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Alert.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. The Bills at 500 at 6-6. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Hines. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Here's Hardman to return. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. This one deep for Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Rodgers going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. In motion right, that's Hardman. Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Here now, 2nd and 4. On play action, Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Get 300. Get 300.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And the Bills are going to recover. They will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Half 85. Half 85. It's out.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, it's not time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run with Hall. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Rodgers now on first down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try the middle with Cook. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Mevis knocks this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Looking on the... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. In motion left is Wilson. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Box it,
And
box
Wilson
it, box
in
it, box
motion
it.
left.
Scat 300. Scat 300. Look again.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down, here's the run with Cook.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down and 3.
Hey, take 26.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Jets on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
26. Zoom. Yeah, this.
Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. Cook. Dalvin Cook turned away. Down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Allen going to change the look here.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with Hines.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, take 26. Back north.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Going right back to Wilson. Still going. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Cook. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down at 5. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Allen going to throw. And he is caught.
care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over